What's up, guys? Obviously this video is gonna be the Super Bowl, or obviously this video will be the Super Bowl of my Christmas tournament. Happy New Year, by the way. It's January 1st, 2022. Here's the full tournament bracket. I filmed the tournament bracket for each of the games I filmed. As you can see, this is the full bracket. Green Bay beat Arizona, Dallas beat New Orleans, Tampa Bay beat the Rams, Philly beat Minnesota, New England beat Kansas City, Baltimore beat Tennessee, Cincinnati beat the Chargers, the Bills beat the Colts, the Cowboys beat the Panthers, the Buccaneers beat the Eagles, the Patriots beat the Ravens, and the Bills beat the Bengals. And then it's the final two right here, obviously in the last episode of my Madden 22.0 series. It's the NFC Championship game, and the Buccaneers beat the Cowboys 42-17. And then over in the NFC Championship game, the Bills beat the Patriots. Or no, the Buccaneers beat the Cowboys 42-17 in the NFC Championship game. That was the last episode of my Madden 22.0 series. And then the Bills in the AFC Championship game beat the Patriots 41-28. So now it is starting out hitting the camera again. It's the Buccaneers and the Bills on the Super Bowl. So that's in this video. Happy New Year, everyone, and enjoy the Super Bowl. Welcome to episode number 6 of this Madden 22 Play Now series. And today, I'm still playing Madden 22 Play Now game. And it's not just any ordinary Madden 22 Play Now game. It's a Christmas tournament game. And it's not ordinary Christmas tournament game. It's the Super Bowl of my, tentatively 2021 Christmas tournament. Although today is January 1st, 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. Assuming this video is drawn up on January 1st. Even if this video is drawn up on January 2nd. Happy New Year. New Year. It's 2022. Technically, this is still my 2021 Christmas tournament bracket because I'll be doing most likely a Christmas tournament bracket next year, or this year now because it's 2022. But I'll be doing one next, and I'll be doing another Christmas tournament most likely. Obviously, it's still like just under a year away, but I'll probably be doing another one, another Christmas tournament bracket around Christmas time of 2022, which is, well, like I said, like just under a year away. It's like what? There's like 52 weeks in a year, right, or whatever. I think it's 52. Either way, it's just under a year away from Christmas of 2022. So, yeah, I'll probably be doing a Christmas tournament. I'll probably be doing a Christmas tournament, I'll probably be doing a Christmas tournament here in 2022. So technically, or I'll probably be doing a Christmas tournament in 2022, which we're in 2022 now. But that's why it's technically still so that's why I'll probably be doing a Christmas tournament in 2022, which is this year. I'll be just under a year away. So that's why this is technically still my 2021 Christmas tournament bracket, that's why this is still technically my 2021 Christmas tournament, although it's 2022 now. But either way, it's the Buccaneers and the Bills. The Bills are the home team because in Super Bowl 56, which is this year's Super Bowl, which is at SoFi Stadium in LA, the AFC team who makes it to the Super Bowl is the home team, so that's why the Bills are the home team. But the only reason that matters for a game that's obviously at a neutral site is what uniform you wear and who gets to choose for or what sideline you're on, what jersey you wear, and who gets to choose heads or tails for the coin toss, which in this case, whoever the road team, which is the Buccaneers, will get to choose heads or tails for the coin toss before the game and before overtime if we get to overtime. These are two high-powered teams. The Buccaneers are 92 overall, the Bills are 86 overall. Tom Brady has pro reads as X factor. Vontae David, a middle linebacker, as run stuffer. Mike Evans has double me, which I think that means when he has that factor on, he wins aggressive catches or contested catches with single coverage. And then on the other side for the Bills, Stephon Diggs has wrapped them up. Tre'Davious White, a cornerback, has shut down, and Josh Allen, their quarterback, is bazooka, which adds I think 10 yards or 15 yards as a throw if it's activated. But if you look at the Buccaneers beat the Cowboys 42-17 in the NFC Championship game in Arlington, and the Bills beat the Patriots 41-28 in the AFC Championship game in Buffalo. So it wasn't like they did still beat the Patriots 41-28, but it was in Buffalo, not New England. But 42 points, 41 points, that's still a lot of points. That's what, 6 touchdowns, and on the other side, 5 touchdowns and 2 field goals. So yeah. Let's into it. So still level for both teams is rookie, play calm for both teams is enhanced. Let's did it. So this is the one I switched to see the Super Bowl. So it's at Super Stadium is is SoFi Stadium, home of the Rams and the Chargers. 6:30 p.m. I can't change that. Clear Stadium, Super Bowl 56. 6-minute quarter, same style simulation event type. Obviously, it's a Super Bowl. Quarter length, like I said, is 6 minutes. Let's get into the Super Bowl right now. Buccaneers and Bills. And remember, last year it was the Packers and Bills, and the Packers beat the Bills 45-42. They didn't Mason Crosby game-winning field goal as time expired. And so the Bills are back for a second straight year. The Buccaneers, well, they were in my Christmas tournament last year, I believe. I think they were. But they lost. I don't remember when they lost, but I believe they were in it last year, and they lost at some point. It was in the first or second rounds. And then for the Bills, like I said, they were in the Super Bowl, my Christmas tournament last year in 2020, or really, I just say 2 years ago, but my last Christmas tournament, like I said, this is still attending my 2021 Christmas tournament. So in my 2020 Christmas tournament, it was the Packers and the Bills, and the Packers beat the Bills 45-42. We could have another one of those games where it's like both teams score 40 plus points, maybe 50 plus. You never know. So yeah, Bills back for a second straight year. Buccaneers here for the first time. Who will win? We'll find out. And well, for you guys probably, well, depends on. For me, I'll probably about an hour from now. Well, maybe a little less. For you guys, it might be like 50 minutes from now. So for both of us, it'll be about an hour from now, or just under, or about an hour from now, or just under that. Let's get into the game. Super Bowl of my 2021 Christmas tournament. Buccaneers, Bills, in LA at SoFi Stadium, home of Super Bowl 56. So let's get into it. Super Bowl of my 2021 Christmas tournament. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Buffalo Bills. Let's get into it right now. So yes, I know it's 2022, but this is technically still my 2021 Christmas tournament because I'll probably be doing a 2022 Christmas tournament, well, when I hit Christmas time that is now this year, which is, like I said, just under a year away. About, what, like 55 days away? Or, no. Probably Saturday, because New Year's Eve is, or New Year's Day is Saturday, which is today. We are here at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California, or really Inglewood, California, for the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament, or for the Super Bowl of Vinny's, for the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament here in 2021, as the NFC champion, or the Buccaneers are the NFC champions, or the Buccaneers are the NFC champions, and the Bills are the AFC champions here in Vinny's Christmas tournament here in 2021. Bills back for a second straight year in Vinny's Christmas tournament, that is. And the Buccaneers here for the first time in Vinny's Christmas tournament. Obviously, if this is the matchup in real life, the Buccaneers will be back for a second straight year. But this is Vinny's Christmas tournament, so this is Vinny's Christmas tournament, so the Bills are back for a second straight year, and the Buccaneers the Bills are back in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament for a second straight year, and the Buccaneers are here for the Bills are here for the second straight year, and the Buccaneers are, the Bills are here for the second straight year, and the Buccaneers. Or the Bills are here for a second straight year, and so those are the Buccaneers at the ball first. Back is Darden. Bills back here for a second straight year. 2020 season, 101 kickoffs, 71 touchdowns for Tyler Bass, the Bills kicker. So those are the Buccaneers at the ball first. Bills back here for a second straight year. Buccaneers here for the first time in Vinny's Christmas tournament, that is. The Buccaneers at the ball first. The Buccaneers are technically the road team, and the Bills are the home team. No wind inside SoFi Stadium. Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament. And we're on your way here at SoFi Stadium in LA. As we're on your way here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament, that'll be a return from the end zone. As we're on your way here here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament here in LA. He brings it up to the 25-yard line, and that's where Tom Brady and the Buccaneers will start their first drive of the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. 40 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, threw for 4,600 yards last year. Obviously won the like I said, we won the Super Bowl 55 last year over the Chiefs, 31-9 in real life. But for Vinny's Christmas Tournament, it's the first time the Buccaneers have been to the Super Bowl. And the Bills were here last year in Vinny's Christmas Tournament back in 2020, which was Vinny's last Christmas Tournament. And now they're back here in Vinny's Christmas Tournament in 2021. Here we go. First play of the day. He's going to throw it up top! And it's incomplete. So Bills bat for a second straight year. Bills bat for a second straight year. Bills bat for a second straight year. Buccaneers here for the first time in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament, that is. Obviously, I know in real life the Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl last year. Here we go. Here's a snap. And he's going to throw it in stride. Antonio Brown. Back in the Super Bowl, obviously, he was in it last year, right? I think he was on the team last year. Yeah, he was. 15 yards on Brady's first completion. First down, Tampa Bay. There's a snap. And here we go. There's a throw to the sideline. Evans caught it. Did it 2 feet down. He did get 7 yards. Did he catch that? I just want to see. I just want to see. Oh, I think he did. Right? Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah. I think if it was close, you don't want to lose a timeout and a challenge and stuff. Sending down in 3 from their own 48-yard line. 1 minute into the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. Here's a run by Jones, and he's got it down to the 46 of the Buffalo Bills. First down, Buccaneers. There's a run. This is Le'Veon Bell, and Bell falls forward for 5 to the 41-yard line of the Bills, sending down 5 for the Buccaneers. Here's a snap. And now Brady is sacked by Edmonds as he got in the face of Brady, and Brady just hit him in the chest. What a sack! Not what a sack, but 3rd and 11 now. They're on field goal range either. Here we go, play action. And now he's going to throw it up to his tight end, Grunt, and it's knocked out of his hands. Heck of a play by the defender. 4th down. Aaron in the punt team for the Buccaneers. And by the way, safety Micah Hyde of the Bills had 4 interceptions. Obviously, they had 4 interceptions in the AFC Championship game. Patriots quarterback Matt Jones, well, threw 4 interceptions all to Micah Hyde, so you gotta watch him. Jones threw 4 interceptions. Matt Jones threw 4 interceptions, all to Micah Hyde in the AFC Championship game where the Bills beat the Patriots 41-28, and that will hit at the 8, and there's no backspin on it, and it goes in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills start the first drive of the Super Bowl, their first drive of the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament at their own 20-yard line. 4,500 yards last year, 37 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions for Josh Allen. Obviously, he got to the AFC Championship game, but lost to the Chiefs. I don't remember what the score was, but they lost to the Chiefs. They ended up losing to the Buccaneers, 31-9. And now, back in the Super Bowl, Vinny's Christmas Tournament this year. Obviously, he was there last year in Vinny's 2020 Christmas Tournament, but lost to the Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, 45-42 on a game-winning field. So that's Josh Allen's back in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. Sorry, that glitch right there. Obviously, he was in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2020 Christmas Tournament, but lost to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers 45-42 on a game-winning field goal by Mason Crosby, the Packers kicker, as time expired. And they lost 45-42. They were down by, I think, at one point, it was 3 scores or 2 scores in that game. Almost came back and won. They lost at the buzzer. Here we go. Here's a throw, and what a catch by Diggs! 15 yards to the 35-yard line. First down, Buffalo. Heck of a... Here we go, it's a fullback dive. Now it's he got 4 yards, send it down, and sits. Here's a snap in the pocket. Allen will throw it to his tight end in between. Like a lot of people, they fumbled the ball, and the Buccaneers have it. 23 has it down the sideline, and he's going, and he's out of bounds at the 17 of the Buffalo Bills. That was Murphy Bunn on the fumble recovery. Has Knotts lost the ball. It was a catch and a fumble by Knotts. I don't think he was. Oh, that was definitely what a play by his Buccaneers defense. So the Buccaneers punt on their first drive, but then their defense comes right out, and forces a fumble. Murphy Bunn gets a recovery and down to the 17 of the Bills. Huge play here in the Super Bowl. Here's a snap. And he's going to throw it to Evans. Evans has got it. Down to the 6, first and goal. Now it's first and goal now at the 6. Under 2 to play in the first quarter. There's a snap in the pocket. And he's going to throw it into a tight window. Evans has got it. Touchdown Buccaneers. And they strike first in the Super Bowl. As they take the Knotts fumble and turn it into 6, and the Buccaneers strike first in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. And that's your point. I said it was right down the middle. 7-0 Buccaneers. 1:41 to play in the first quarter of the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. As I said, the Bills were here last year in Vinny's 2020 Christmas tournament. The Bills were in the Super Bowl, but like I said, lost to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers 45-42 on a game-winning field goal as time expired. Now they're back, obviously, and they did a stop, forced a punt, but then Knotts, the Bills tight fumbles the ball, and the Buccaneers turn that fumble into 6 points. It's now 7-0 Buccaneers, 1:41 to go in the first quarter of the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. Here's the return, and oh, what a tackle! My number 16, he probably saved a touchdown, or at least he almost broke that 35-yard return right there. He almost did break that, but now you gotta be more careful with the ball here. If you're not, because he caught it, which is good, and it was a 20-yard reception or 25-yard reception. Instead, he fumbled the ball. Here we go. Here's a throw on the run, and he's got it. Number 1's got it up to their own 40, or the Buccaneers 45-yard line. First down, Bills. Well, Sanders, 23 yards. And now here's a throw. It's dangerous. And I don't think he got anything. No dang. So it's doing it for the completion percentage, but that's all. He almost jumped that. So no yards. Sending down a 10 from the 45 of the Buccaneers. 35 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here we go. This is the end around. Trying to break something. And this is Sanders. Falls forward for a couple. Now it's third down. And this is not bad, but it's like, this would be like a 60-yard field goal. We're inside, so there's no wind. Obviously, you saw Tucker with that 60-yard field goal in Detroit, which is inside. Here we go. Here's a snap. And now he got it away. And ball's caught. Beasley. And he's down to the 14. It's time expires here in the first quarter. Allen 5 for 5, 80 yards. 7-0 Buccaneers after one quarter here in the Super Bowl, but the Bills are on the move. Here we go. 7-0 Buccaneers over the Bills, but the Bills are at the Buccaneers 14-yard line. First and 10 for the Bills at the Buccaneers 14-yard line as beat in the second quarter. Here's a snap. Here we go. Roll out. And he's going to throw end zone. It's caught. Dids. Touchdown Buffalo. And then with the extra point, tying the game. Here we go. 32-yard extra point attempt to try to tie the game. Here's Bass. And it is right down Broadway. 7-7 here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. 5:55 they do in the first half. And remember, the Bills do the ball for halftime. It's a tip by Bass. 7-7. 5:55 they do in the first half of the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. And here's a return from the middle of the end zone by number 1 for Tampa. And he's up to the 26-yard line. 5:52 to go in the first half. 7-7 Dame. And Bassett's hurt. Bassett's hurt. The kicker's hurt. He was holding his knee, and that should be bad. So he's now going on the table. But that's bad because, I mean, he's the only kicker. Obviously, they have their punter, but I'm not sure if he can hit field goals and stuff. And that's your points. Here we go. Here's Evans. Right, the last touchdown throw. Jumped up and got it, held on. So he sent it down and won. He had a strained knee, and his re-injury risk is high. They're backed up his hat, which I believe is their punter. So I don't know. Well, right now, let's substitute him, but obviously, that's what their punter now has to do. Kickoffs, extra points, and field goals. Hopefully he can do it, but that after play bid, Brady's in the zone. Set in short from the 35. Bad snap. He fielded it, though. He's throwing it down the field. The Jones, the running back! And he almost had it, but not. But his jump ball, 3rd down and 1 now. 3rd and 1. So they should just run it for the first down. 5:10 to go in the first half. Here we are. Here's a run. They are gonna run it. And Jones, well, did like he did 4. He did 4. He only needed 1. First down, Tampa Bay. Here's a snap. And he's going to throw it. Evans, he's got it. Down the sideline. He might have been able to go for like 10 more yards, but went out of bounds. Still a first down now. Or still a first down, though, up to the 50-yard line. You know, from midfield at the NFL Shield, 4:19 to go in the first half. And town, 7-7 Dame built the ball after halftime. Here we go. Here's a throw. He got it away. Caught by Marini. Into the 20, the 10, the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's Howard. 50-yard touchdown on the Bills, or 50-yard touchdown on the Buccaneers, excuse me, or 50-yard touchdown and the Buccaneers will retake the lead. There's an extra point by Sutup. It is right down the middle. 14-7 Buccaneers. 4:09 to go in the first half of Vinny's Christmas tournament, or 14-7 Buccaneers. 4:09 to go in the first half of the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament here in 2021. This is 4:09 to go in the first half. 14-7 Buccaneers in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. Yes, it's still 2021 because technically I started it in 2021. So yeah. I started the Christmas tournament in 2021, and I'm probably doing a Christmas tournament. I'll probably start my 2022 Christmas tournament like a week before Christmas in 2022. So that's why this is still called the 2021 Christmas tournament. Although, that's why the reason why it's still called the 2021 Christmas tournament. Although it's 2022 now is because I started it in 2021. And I'll probably do a 2022 Christmas tournament, and I'll probably start it a week before Christmas, like I did here. I think I started it like 8 days before Christmas. And that's probably the case, or a week before, just over a week before Christmas. Before Christmas here in 2022, which is just under a year away. That's when I'll start my 2022 Christmas tournament bracket. That's when I'm going to start my 2022 Christmas tournament. So that's why, although it's 2022 in real life. This is still called the 2021 Christmas tournament. Here we go. Play action. Now I'll give it to Singletary. Singletary trying to spin around the die. And that did not work at all. He got no gain. Here we go. Play action. And now he's going to throw it into a crowd and not just dropped it. Now it's 3rd down and 10. $3:29 to go in the first half. Here's the snap. Another play action. And he's going to throw it to Diggs. He's got it! 18 yards on 3rd and 10. First down, Buffalo up to their own 48-yard line. Diggs doing pretty well so far. 3 receptions, 47 yards for Diggs here in the Super Bowl and a touchdown. Halfway to the center quarter, here we go. In the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament. of Vinny's 2nd and 21. Christmas turn. Here's a throw, and it's way off line because it was inactive because of the pressure. 2:55 they do in the first half. 14-7 Buccaneers in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2nd and 21 Christmas tournament. Here we go. There's a run by Singletary. Singletary is down to the 47 on the Buccaneers. Now it's 3rd down and 5. There's a snap, play action. And now he's going to throw it over the middle, and it's picked off! And he will bring a tackle by number 33, did return. And he burned a tackle of the receiver, the tender receiver, and he's up to their own 35-yard line as Whitehead. But it's the interception, so the Bills, that was a tight window. Allen forced it. So now, Knott's fumbled earlier. Now Allen's throwing an interception. And it's now 14-7 Buccaneers late in the first half. Bills did the ball for halftime. Here we go. Evans is wide open. And he's up to the Bills' 39-yard line. 2:09 to play here in the first half. 27-yard reception for Evans. And that's going to take us for a 2-minute warning, most likely. Yeah, it will. 2-minute warning here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2nd and 21 Christmas tournament. The score is 14-7 Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers have the ball. But remember, the Bills do the ball for halftime, but that interception could be key here. Here we go, at the Bills' 39-yard line. Here's Tampa. Here we go, he's going to launch it. Gronkowski, he's got it. Down to the 17, first down, Tampa Bay, 21-yard reception for Gronk. Here's the snap. And now, Enzo Evans, and he's got it! So, I believe that you saw that touchdown by Mike Evans right before the last clip ended, but the touchdown regardless for Mike Evans, and the Buccaneers lead 20-7. He has 2 touchdowns or 3? Yeah, 2 touchdowns. They are reviewing it to make sure he got his feet down. There's 120 to go in the first half of the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2nd and 21 Christmas tournament. Yeah, he definitely had that. Touchdown. So they review the play. Run the field stands. So it's a touchdown to point by Sutter was right down the middle. 21-7 Buccaneers. Minute 20 they do in the first half. It wasn't 2 plays, but really there's a hit by Pinion, their punter. 21-7 Buccaneers. 120 they do in the first half. Bills have the ball now, and minute 20 to do something, and all 3 times, plus hit the ball for halftime. So, in a double dip here, even with 2 scores, like a touchdown and field goal, that could be good. Here's a return. He's up to their own 27-yard line. 116 to go in the first half of the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament. So they lost the time, lost the fumble, and then now Allen's throwing an interception. So you gotta be better with the football here. Here we go. Here's a throw on the run. Got it. And now here's a run, and he is not behind the die, but he does go out of bounds. 13 yards run after the catch. First down, Buffalo. Already the Tampa Bay 46-yard line. First down, Buffalo. 16 seconds to play. Here's a snap, and here's Knott. This one he'll catch, and this one he will not fumble. And he's down to the 24-yard line. 1 minute to play. They'll hurry it up here. No timeout. They have all 3. They're already at the 24 in the Buccaneers. And now Allen trying to find someone. And he's just going to run with it. And he's got the first down, or he's close to it. He might be short a little. Yeah, he's short by a yard. Does go out of bounds. 39 seconds to play, though. Setting in one from the 15. 39 seconds to play. Here's a snap play action. And he's on throw. End zone. Nuts! And it's, whoa, almost picked off. Now it's 3rd and 1. I don't think he saw that guy that was standing right there. Not the guy that was not the guy that was darted Knots, but it was another guy that was standing right there, kind of blending in with the end zone. Here we go, and he gets it away. Knots is down to the 3 or 4. Timeout Buffalo. 29 seconds to play in the first half. Remember, the Bills hit the ball after halftime. Here we go. Ah, he will get it away in zone. And my goodness, it was almost picked again. That was close. That was close. Hit as he threw. And now it's 3rd or 2nd down. 24 seconds to play. Here we go. There's a run. Singletary up the gun, and that went nowhere. Timeout Buffalo. Now it's 3rd and 4, or 3rd and goal from the 4. Third and 4, or 3rd and goal from the 4. Here we go. And he's going to throw it. Nuts! And he's got it! Touchdown Buffalo! And they're back in it with an 8. So he obviously lost the fumble earlier, but he redeemed himself with a touchdown here. This, by the way, this is their punter kicking. This is their punter, who's a lefty. So this, hopefully they didn't. Oh, Ron controls that. Why is it didn't? Oh, geez, that's. Yeah, that was bad. Well, that's a punter kicking. That's the problem. So now you're gonna have. So the punter is kicking. I don't know how well this is gonna be. This should be decent. Problem is there's a delay on the kicking meter. No, there's not. No, wrong controller. My bad. So this shouldn't be bad. That was my fault. I think I hit the wrong. I screwed up the. So yeah, that's to the middle of the end zone. That was my bad for the missed PAT right there. But you know. Yeah, because I think I hit the S to the wrong button, or I hit the S to the right button, but then I thought it was the wrong one, and then I accidentally screwed up by not hitting it at the top. It was weird. That was my bad. It's just a bit. Here we go. Here's Brady trying to do something here. Can't throw a pick here. Here's a throw. Evans, is he out of bounds? No. Up to their own 42 on 10 seconds to play. They probably have one play now, maybe 2 to get in field goal range here. You can't allow him in field goal range, but the Bills do the ball after halftime. They're down 8 because of that missed PAT. It was my bad. He should have made that easily, although it was a punter. Here's a snap. Here we go, and I'll throw it to Evans. I don't know why I threw it to there. They're at their own 49-yard line, 5 seconds to go, and now they have to Hail Mary it. He has 200 yards exactly, but he has 3 touchdowns. Here we go, Hail Mary. Probably lost play of the half, barring a defensive foul. They have 3 guys deep. Only 3 guys rushing. So 3 guys bat, or everyone bat except for 3 guys, or 4 guys. Here's a throw into a crowd, and it's incomplete. That's halftime. The score is 21-13. Buccaneers over the Bills, and the Bills do the ball to start the second half. I'm going to send it to Orlando and John Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. I don't know why it says that twice. And you, Coach, we're about to set a half here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. Buccaneers Bills, Buccaneers Bills in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. The score is 21-13. Buccaneers, and the Bills do the ball to start second half, so that's good. Here's Pinion, their punter, doing the kickoffs here. 21-13. Buccaneers over the Bills here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. As we're on in the second half here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. Bills down by 8, and they get the ball to start second half. Here we go, as we're on your way. The second half here in LA, and he's up to their own 29-yard line, 3 seconds into the second half. And the Bills will start their first drive of the second half at their own 29-yard line, down 8. There's a snap. And here we go. Here's Diggs cutting after the middle. He's got it. Up to their own 44-yard line. 4 receptions, 62 yards, and a touchdown for Diggs. He had their first touchdown with the tight end Knotts in the second one. And then for the Buccaneers, what? Evans has 2, and then Howard has the other one. Here's a snap. Play action. A little bit of a roll here. And this is on a run. There was no one open. And it went out of bounds. Avoided taking the hit. 2 rushes, 18 yards for Allen. Send it down and 1. So both rushes were 9 yards. Now it's send it down and short. They're at the Buccaneers' 48-yard line. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And here's a run by Singletary. Looks like it blown up. But he got 4 yards out of the 44 of the Buccaneers. First down, Buffalo. Here's a snap. And now he got it away. 1-on-1 knocked out of the hands of Diggs. Good play by number 35. Head of a play. Send it down and 10 now. Remember, they have their punter as their kicker because Tyler Bass, the Bills' kicker, got hurt on a kickoff in the it was the first center quarter. It was the first half. I know that. Now it's 3rd and 2 here, and I don't know if you can put. You're probably not going to see a punter. I mean, I don't know how well. I mean, that's why I did this because it'd be a long field goal. Might be a dimmy for Bass, but not for a punter. Here's a throw, and that's incomplete. Now it's 4th down. And maybe Bass is back. I'm not exactly sure. You also just might go for it because I'm not sure what the range is for their kicker. There's not a send him out. It's 52 yards. I don't know if he can make this. Oh, Bass is back. Bass is back. So Bass is back. So he should be able to make this easily. 54 yards, or not easily, but he should be able to make this 54 yards from the right hash to cut the Buccaneers lead to 4. And the kick is online, and it is right down Broadway, and it's 21-16. It's 4-point game. Or 5-point game, rather, not 4-point game. It would have been a 4-point game if they made it. If I didn't screw up on the PAT, but hopefully it doesn't come back to bite the Bills. So if it does, it'll be my fault 100%, because that was my bad with that PAT. So it should be 21-17, but instead it's 21-16. The Bills are within 5. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. So Bass hurt his knee in the first half, but looks like Bass is back. He hurt his knee in the first half, but he's back here in the second half. So return by number 1 for Tampa from the middle of the end zone. Team's up by 5, almost halfway through the third quarter, and he almost broke that. Tackled by Bass up at their own 29-yard line. 3:47 to go in the third quarter. 21-16 Tampa Bay. Evans has 2 touchdowns, both receiving, and then Howard has the other one. Brady's still in the zone, which is pro reads, which is good. Here's Jones. Jones! First down and more. He got about 13. First down Buccaneers to their own 42-yard line. 3 rushes, 21 yards for Ronald Jones II. There's a snap. And there's a throw. Dangerous throw to Howard. It was a touchdown. It's I believe their second touchdown. Incomplete, send it down at 10. Brady is exactly 200 yards at this point. The rest is to do in the third quarter. Buccaneers lead by 5. Here we go. And plenty of time. He's going to launch it. Downfield. Antonio Brown. He's got it. What a throw and what a catch. What a throw by Tom Brady. What a catch by Antonio Brown. 40 yards on the dot. Down to the Bills' 17-yard line. With 2:35 to go in the third quarter and counting. Had to have a throw. Had to have a throw. Had to have a catch. Here's Jones now. Jones. Trying to dig outside, down to the 10, send it down and short. My goodness. Here we go, it's a bootleg, he got it away, Evans, and he's got it! A hat trick for Mike Evans! And the Buccaneers lead by 2 scores. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, 3 to Evans and 1 to Howard. So Evans has a hat trick for receiving touchdowns. It's now 27. So that extra point is good, although the camera just died. So you missed the extra point. It is good though. 28-16. Buccaneers over the Bills. 1:59 to go in the third quarter. So the Bills should be down by 11. Instead they're down by 12. but obviously the Buccaneers lead by 12 with 1:15 on the dough in the third quarter. Bad is number 19, which I believe is McKenzie for Buffalo. His team's down by a dozen, so, with a quarter and change to dough, and he's up to the 27-yard line. Bills have come back out, down 12. There we go. Here's a throw. Got it over. It's caught. They've been doing that play a lot. And at one point, they already to the Buccaneers 46-yard line. First down, Buffalo. 11 yards right after the catch. There's a snap, play action. And now he's going to throw up the nuts. And it's broken up. Here's a snap. Here we go. It's a little bit of a comeback slide or a PA slide. Here's a throw, Knots, and he's down at the 23-yard line of the Buccaneers. First down, Buffalo. As we hit 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Fifth reception for Knots. He has lost it. He's fumbled the ball and lost it, but he has a touchdown. And did to the other one. Here we go. And he's going to throw a tight window. Caught by Sanders down to the 14. That is going to be a second down and 1. Under half a minute to play. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. In the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. Here's the snap. And it's caught by Nuts at the 5. And he is down to the 2 or 3. First and goal, Buffalo. We head to the fourth quarter here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas Tournament. The score is 28-16 Buccaneers. In that third quarter, Buccaneers scored 7 points. Bills scored 3. In the first quarter, Buccaneers scored 7. Bills scored 0. And in the second quarter, or in the first quarter, the Buccaneers had 7 points. Bills had 0. And that's in the first quarter. In the second quarter, the Buccaneers had 14 points. Bills had 13. Should have been 14 if I didn't screw up that extra point. And then that was in the second quarter. And then in the third quarter, the Buccaneers had 7 points and the Bills had 3. Here we go. It is now first and goal from the 3. 6 minutes to go in the game, in regulation at least. Here we go. Touchdown made there. One strong here. Singletary. And he's down to the 1-inch line. He got 2, maybe 2.5. Now it's second down and goal. 5.5 minutes to go. This team's down by a dozen, trying to be within 5 here. So they touchdown and PAT here. Singletary again. And this one, he's not in either. Head of a play. Now it's third and goal. They cannot get in the end zone. So they got 2 yards and like no gain, maybe. And now it's third and goal from inside the 1. 5 minutes to go. They got it in. Here's another run. Third time the charm. Touchdown. Bills. Singletary in the third try. Singletary in the third try is untouched in the end zone. And the Bills are within 6. And they're going to try to make it 5 here. And the extra point by Bass is right down the middle. It's now 28-23. Even if that made that extra point, like I said, if they made the extra point, I'd probably be going for 2 there. But that's it. That's in the past. Can't change it. 28-23 Buccaneers with 5:03 to go in the Super Bowl. In Super Bowl history, there's been one Super Bowl that's gone to overtime. It was Super Bowl 51 between the Falcons and the Patriots, where the Falcons had a 28-3 lead in the middle of the third quarter, but the Patriots came out to tie the game at 28. And that was the only day in Super Bowl history that's gone to overtime, and the Patriots won the toss, went down the field and scored a touchdown here. Well, obviously we're not in overtime yet. Not saying we're going to overtime, but this is the 15th Christmas tournament game here this is the 15th game in my Christmas, or this is the 15th game in Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. The first 14, out of the first 14, none of them went to overtime. This one will be cool to go to overtime. Here we go. You never know. This team's kind of unstoppable. Throw up top! Oh my goodness! It was dropped by the receiver and it should have been a pick. Brady has 250 yards and 4 touchdowns. 3 to Evans and 1 to Howard. Now it's Howard right there. Sitting down on 10 now. 4:54 to go. Buccaneers up by 5. Touchdown made it 2 scoring. And field goal or less made it a 1 score. field goal would mean Bills need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here we are, there's a throw. Antonio Brown spun around the die and eventually goes out of bounds. 4:47, they go up to their own 37-yard line. First down, Buccaneers. Yeah, that's the thing. Because now clock won't restart on snap. This is under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Here's Jones. Jones at the middle. Had a little bit of a hole if he went left or right. Instead he goes right at the middle. Only got a couple. Clock will continue to run. There's under 4.5 minutes to play now. 4:20 to play. And Townen. Buccaneers lead by 5 here. Here's a snap. Here's a throw. And it's Brown. This one, he'll stay in bounds to the Bills 47-yard line. 4:10 to play. First down, first down, Tampa Bay. Under 4 to play in the Super Bowl. Brady's been in the zone since, the first half. Jones in motion. Here's Bills got a home to a field goal left. Here's the throw. And it's gone! Evans, and he stayed in bounds too. 303 yards and 4 touchdowns for Brady. 3:35 to play. And Evans, 11 receptions, 152 yards and 3 touchdowns. And there's 3:15 to play. First and 10 for Brady and the Butts at the Bills' 19-yard line. Here's the snap. Got a home out of the end zone. And that ball is dropped by Gronkowski. Clock will stop. Set it down in 10. 3:09 to play. Got him out of the end zone. If you're the Bills, you got to hold him out of the end zone. Here's a run by Jones. Jones, big hole, and Jones is gone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Russian TD is first of the name for Jones, and the Buccaneers lead by 2 scores again. That PAT is really haunting them now because right now it's 12 points. The Buccaneers are up by 35-23. That means the Buccaneers need 2 touchdowns. Or that's why the Buccaneers are up by 12. So that means the Bills need 2 touchdowns. If I made that PAT, they would be down by 11, which means they would need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. But obviously, can't do anything about it now, like I've been saying. Buccaneers lead by 12, 3:04 to play. It's not over yet, but the Bills need to score a touchdown, and they did a stop, or if it's too late, onside kick recovery. I mean, it's going to be hard now, but never say never. They scored last time in their defenses. I mean, they can't stop Mike Evans and Tom Brady. That's the thing. 3 minutes to go. Bills down by 12, and they score 2 touchdowns here. Well, a touchdown, then a stop, or onside kick recovery if they go for an onside. You need a play that will get like 30 yards. You need chunk plays. You need a touchdown here before the 2-minute warning, in my opinion. Here we go, and he's going to throw it. That ball is behind his receiver and dropped. 2:56 to go. Here's a snap. And he's going to throw it to Beasley, and my goodness, it was almost picked. Beasley was just standing there, and then the defender jumped him. 3rd down and 10. Obviously, it's 4-down territory. He was around by 12. So here we go. Dye did first down here. Gotta throw to Diggs, and he does! And Diggs dropped it. Now it's 4th down. This is the base of the ball game. If you don't get this, this thing's probably going to be over. Here we go. Here's the Super Bowl right here. And he's going to throw it up the Diggs. Batted down. And the Buccaneers take over. And they threw it up the Diggs. Looking for a chunt play. Good job by this defense. Here we are. Here's Jones. Jones back the other way. Spins around a guy, and he's down to the 3. My goodness. This thing's finally on ice soon enough. And now Jones up the gut, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers are now up by what? And the Buccaneers are now up by 19. 42-23. 19, that's 3 scores, so That's probably not your ball game. That's probably your dadder right there. Buccaneers actually won the Super Bowl in real life last year, and this year, well, in real life, the Buccaneers won Super Bowl 55, and it looks like in Vinny's Christmas tournament, or the Buccaneers in real life won Super Bowl 55, and it looks like the Buccaneers will win the Super Bowl in Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. The Bills will probably be, I mean, they were here last year in Vinny's, Bills won the Super Bowl in Vinny's Christmas tournament last year, and they were here again this year. But unfortunately, well, unfortunately this year, unfortunately last year they lost, and unfortunately this year they're probably going to lose it too. Here's a throw. Did he catch that? He did catch that one-handed. He did catch that one-handed. Out of a catch up there on 36 yard line, 159 to go. They're on by 19, which is 3 scores. I mean, it's almost, they're playing for fun at this point. Here we go, the throw. Diggs broke one. Now it's a Burris end zone, and he's in. Touchdown Buffalo. So hold the phone. Now it's a 13-point game again. I go for 2. Well, no, I go for 2 because only then if I did it, it's 42. I think I'd go for it because it was 19. Now they are going for 2 here because that would be 42-31 should be 11, which means they don't necessarily need 2 touchdowns. Here we go. 2-point conversion attempt. Here's the whoa. Okay, here's the throw to Knotts, the tight end, and it was inaccurate because of the pressure, and it will remain a 13-point game. So it's still a 2-score game. It's still a 2-score game, but still a 2-score game. The onside kick in it here, down 2 scores. This is basically almost like impossible to do. I've never seen anyone did it recently. I've seen it a few times, but with the hands team out there, it's almost impossible. Here's a tip by pass. It'll be recovered one-handed by Brown. You probably shouldn't do that. For an onside kick, especially in the Super Bowl, but it's recovered by Antonio Brown. That's probably the game right there. Here we go. Still 3 timeouts, but you're down by 13. Here we go. Here's Jones. Kind of got bottled up. Timeout number 1 used by Buffalo. They also might be on the edge of field goal range too. Remember that. Here we go. I doubt you're going to throw it because you don't want any I mean, here we go. He is throwing it. And the guy's open. And it's broken up by 2 defenders. Now it's 3rd down. And Bills can save a timeout here. I mean, they might shift over. I know. I mean, it's almost impossible right now. But you don't want to throw an interception because I mean, you just don't want that. Here we go. Here's Gron up top. He's got it. First down, Tampa Bay. On 3rd down, timeout number 2 used by Buffalo, but that's probably the game right there. On 3rd down, here we go. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 22. Here we go. There's a run by Bell, and Bell kept staying on his feet. Timeout number 3 used for the Bills the last time out. Now send it down in 10. I think this game's probably over. Send it down in 5. Another 1st down would definitely end this game. Here we go. And it's Bell again. Bell is just short. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Now it's 3rd down. Brady's throwing. Brady to the end zone. Evans, touchdown. Number 4 for Evans and number 5 for Brady. My goodness. Heck of a game. And also they're on dope for 2 here. They're trying to make it a 50-20. 50. Well, this is to make it a 21-point game. Yeah, this is a 21-point game. 2-point conversion. And here we go, he's going to throw it to Evans, and a crowd is picked off! And he needed it. Why do you need it? I was trying to return it as it was picked off. by a Bills player in the end zone. Why are you celebrating down 19? So it's thrown. I was trying to return it because literally, if he didn't need it, he's probably gone for a 2-point conversion. That would have made it a 17-point game. So that was almost, well, that would have made it, what, 48-31, so it still would have been 17 points, right? Yeah, it still would have been 17 points, which still would have been 3 scores, and even if it was 16 points, which would have made it 2 scores, there's only 59 seconds to go in the game, so. It's now 48-29 Buccaneers, as the Buccaneers, obviously in real life, won the Super Bowl last year, in real life, and looks like they're now won the Super Bowl here in Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. Bills were in the Vinny's Christmas, the Bills were in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2020 Christmas tournament, and they lost to the Packers 45-42, and now they're back in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament, and they're going to lose it here to the Buccaneers. 55 seconds to go. There's playing for pride at this point, down by what, 19? Yeah, playing for pride at this point. They're down by 3 scores. And here's a throw, and Knox has got it, and he almost broke that. Remember, the Bills have no timeouts, so hurry it up here just to maybe see if they can close out with a touchdown, maybe. Here we go, and now Beasley is wide open. Beasley, 309 yards for Allen. This should be the last play of the Super Bowl. 5 seconds. Here we go. And he's going to throw it end zone, and Beasley's got it with 2 seconds left. But that's all. It's over anyways. 2 seconds left. As now they're within 13 again. So 48-35. This is made it an 11-point game. There's only 2 seconds. Here we go. Here's Diggs, and he's got it. And it's 48-37. They're within 11 now, but they're within 11. But there's only 2 seconds to play, so now they're onside kicking it. Although there's only 2 seconds to go, so even if they recover it, I mean, like, here we go. Here's the onside kick, and it's right to Brown again, and that is your game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl as they beat the Bills 48-37 here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. The Bills were in the Super Bowl last year and lost. They're in it, or they were in the Super Bowl of Vinny's Christmas tournament last year and lost to the Packers. This year they were in it again. The Bills were, but lost to the Buccaneers this time. As the Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl in Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament as they beat the Buffalo Bills 48-37. Head of a game, unfortunately, disappointment again for Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, I'm talking about being in the Super Bowl and Vinny's Christmas tournament last year and this year. Lose it both times. Obviously, this is the 7th straight year for the Bills. This is the 7th straight year the Bills win the Super Bowl and Vinny's Christmas tournament. They were in it last year and lost to the Packers 45-42. They were in it this year again, but this time they were playing Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and lose it 48-37. Mike Evans, 12 receptions, 164 yards, 4 touchdowns, average of almost 14 yards per reception. Is a Super Bowl MVP here in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. And here's the Vince Lombardi Trophy. There's the trophy, or the confetti coming down from SoFi Stadium in LA. Mike Evans is up there along with Tom Brady. Ronald Jones is second, the running back. Mike Evans the receiver. Tom Brady the quarterback. I think their middle linebacker, Levante David, and obviously the head coach, Bruce Arians. I think that's his name. Tom Brady, Super Bowl number 8, and Lombardi Trophy number 8. I mean, 337 yards and 5 touchdowns, 4 to Evans, 1 to Howard for Brady, 70% completion percentage, and for Allen, 409 yards, 4 touchdowns. I think was what? Knox had 1, Beasley had 1, Diggs had 1, I forgot who had the other one. So 409 yards, 4 touchdowns. Beasley had 1, Diggs had 1, Knox had 1. I forgot who had the other one, like I said. 64% completion percentage. Singletary 6 carries, 11 yards. Stefan Diggs 5 receptions, 126 yards. Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders 5 receptions, 85 yards. But I mean, Evans is just unstoppable. I mean, Evans. So I mean, Tom Brady 152.3 completion or 152.3 QB rating, which might be perfect. And then for Allen 133, which is still pretty good. I mean, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception for Allen, 5 touchdowns and no interceptions for Brady, which I think 152.3 is perfect because I mean, yes, he did have 8 incompletions and only 337 yards and 5 touchdowns, and a 70% completion percentage is pretty good. And for Allen, 133 is not bad, 22 for 34, 409 yards, 64% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. Rushing, Jones 9 for 79, 2 touchdowns. Singletary 6 for 11, 1 touchdown. So he had a touchdown. Bell 3 for 13. Dillman, the fullback for the Bills, 2 for 12. Allen 2 for 18. Sanders 1 for 2 on the end around. Receiving, I just had to do it by team. Bills, Knott's 8 for 20. 8 for 120, 1 touchdown. Diggs 5 for 126 and 2 touchdowns. So he had 2 touchdowns. Sanders 5 for 85. Beasley 3 for 78, 1 touchdown, which I think 2 out of those 3 catches, or all 3 were on that. His last second and third catches were on that last drive. Singletary 1 reception, 0 yards. Yeah, and then the Buccaneers, Evans 12 for 167 and 4 touchdowns. Obviously, I just said he was a Super Bowl MVP. Brown 4 for 80, Gronkowski 2 for 40, and then Howard 1 for 50 and a touchdown. So he only had 1 catch. It was a 50-yard catch, and it was also a 50-yard touchdown. So not bad, but I mean, look at this. I mean, Brady, I mean, he had what? 18, 21 completions, right? 19. Oh yeah, 19. I can't do math. I was doing 16. Yeah, 19. 12 to Evans, 4 to Brown, 2 to Gronkowski, and 1 to Howard. And now the touchdowns. Well, Howard had 2 rushing touchdowns, or not Howard, but Jones had 2 rushing touchdowns. Evans had 4 receiving touchdowns, and Howard had 1 receiving touchdown. I mean, Evans 6'5", 231 from Texas A&M, 7th year in the league, number 13. I mean, 6'5", it's pretty tall. I mean, it's pretty tall. Obviously, I mean, when you have 12 receptions for 167 yards and 4 touchdowns, I mean, he's averaging almost 14 yards per catch. Obviously, you have Brown averaging 20, Gronkowski averaging 20, Howard averaging 50. Well, Howard only had 1 catch, Gronkowski only had 2, Brown only had 4. But when you have 12 receptions and you're averaging almost 14 yards per reception, it's 13.9 to be exact. That's pretty good. And when you have 12 receptions, 167 yards, almost averaging 14 yards per catch, and 4 touchdowns in a Super Bowl, you gotta be the Super Bowl MVP. I mean, and I believe a 152.3 QB rating is perfect. I believe. Like I said, this was the Super Bowl of my. Like I said, this was the Super Bowl of my 2021 Christmas tournament. It was a good tournament. It was a great tournament. Yeah, and there should be a clip after I sign off here of showing the final bracket, the final Christmas tournament bracket. I know I had a clip at the beginning of showing everything except for this game, but now I'll put a W by Tampa Bay and a loss by Buffalo. I'll probably, after I do the closing, it'll probably be maybe like a 30-second clip or something of me showing the final bracket and all that good stuff. So, unfortunate for the Bills. I'm just saying it was 48-37. So, I mean, at the end, yes, they did pull within 11, but obviously that last touchdown by Beasley, well, one, he was wide open on back-to-back plays, and also that was a 2-second off. So, I mean, obviously, yes, if I did the extra point, even if I did the extra point and say that would be 38, or I'll say, well, say it out. It was 35. Say it was 36. Went for 2. It was 39. Yes, well, that would still have been a 9. And even if it was one score at the end with 2 seconds left, well, there's 2 seconds. Second of all, first of all, there was 2 seconds. Second of all, well, they had the onside, which unless you don't have even if you don't have your hands team out there and you only have that one guy over there, usually you still did it. So, unless you purposely run away from the ball. And with the hand team where you have 8 guys on that side where the ball's coming, I've seen it like, I don't know when I've actually seen it onside kick recovery. Besides, I see them like, it hits the hands of a hands team player, or it hits the hands of a receiving team player, and then, I mean, when the hitting team hits the ball, I've seen it like a few times, but not like every time. But, yeah, I mean, still, I mean, the Bills, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, they won the Super Bowl of my Christmas tournament last year, or the Bills won the Super Bowl of my 2020 Christmas tournament, and unfortunately lost to the Packers 45-42 on a game-winning field goal as time expired, and now the Bills obviously also in my 2021 Christmas tournament, which this was the Super Bowl of my 2021 Christmas tournament. The Bills were in it because they're a good team, and while they got all the way back to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately lose the Super Bowl in my 2021 Christmas tournament to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 48-37. So they were in it last year. They were in the Super Bowl of my Christmas tournament last year and lost. They were in it this year and lost as well, closing that slip. So like I said, Bills won the Super Bowl in my 2020 Christmas tournament and lost to the Packers 45-42 on a game-winning field goal as time expired by Mason Crosby, the Packers kicker. And the game was in Tampa Bay. And then the Bills went to the Super Bowl, and then the Bills the next year in my 2021 Christmas tournament, which was and then the next year in my 2021 Christmas tournament, the next year in my 2021 Christmas tournament, which obviously this was the Super Bowl of my 2021 Christmas tournament. The Bills got all the way back to the Super Bowl in my 2021 Christmas tournament, but lost to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 48-37, and the game was in LA at SoFi Stadium, home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers. So obviously last year in real life when the Buccaneers played the Chiefs, obviously it was in Tampa, first team to ever host the Super Bowl. This year, that would be the case if the Chargers or the Rams get there, or both, but I don't think it's not Rams-Chargers Super Bowl. I'm thinking, I'm rooting for Packers-Chiefs. I'm rooting for Packers-Chiefs because that would be a rematch of Super Bowl 1. And obviously, next episode of this Madden 22 Playing Out series will be, or most likely will be my Super Bowl 50, or the next episode of my Madden 22 Playing Out series will most likely be my Super Bowl 56 sim, which will go up the day before Super Bowl 56 or the day of Super Bowl 56, and it'll be of the two teams that make it to Super Bowl 56 in real life, which, like I said, I'm rooting for the Packers and Chiefs because if it is the Packers and the Chiefs, I'm rooting for that because if it is those two teams, the Packers and the Chiefs, it'll be, like I said, a rematch at Super Bowl 1 where the Packers did win. Because the Packers won the first two Super Bowls, then they won Super Bowl 1, 2, 31, and 45, so they won 4 Super Bowls. Obviously, the Cowboys won 5. The 49ers have won... No. Well, the Packers have won 4 Super Bowls. The Packers have won 4 Super Bowls. Cowboys have won 5. The 49ers have won 5. The Steelers have won 6. And I gotta do the closing right now because my camera, who has possibly 4 energy bars, is down to 1. So I gotta end this right now. So, like I said, next episode of my Madden 22 Playing Out series will most likely be my Super Bowl 56 sim, which will go up the day before the Super Bowl or the day of the Super Bowl, and it'll be of the two teams that actually made it to Super Bowl 56, which, like I said, I want Packers Chiefs to be a rematch at Super Bowl 1. Or, like I said, it'll be if it's Packers and Chiefs, it'll be a rematch at Super Bowl 1, which the Packers did win that game. I forgot the score, but they did win the game. That's when Vince Lombardi was their head coach. And but obviously, Tom Brady raises Tom Brady for the 8th time, right? Yeah, Tom Brady for the 8th time. Raises the Vince Lombardi trophy as they beat the Bills 48-37, and Tom Brady holds up wins his 8th Lombardi trophy and his 8th Super Bowl win as the Buccaneers beat the Bills 48-37 in the Super Bowl of Vinny's 2021 Christmas tournament. Had to have a Christmas tournament. I mean, out of 15 games, I filmed 5 of them. None of them went to overtime. Last year, that was, I think at least one of them went to overtime. It was a game off camera, and I can't remember if any of the other ones went to overtime or not. But it was ahead of a Christmas tournament here in 2021, although now it's 2022. So I'll probably be doing a Christmas tournament in 2022, which is this year when it gets around Christmas time, which is still a long way away. So, but I'll probably be doing one then. Obviously, that is just under a year away when I'll probably start my 2022 Christmas tournament. Obviously, I'll probably be doing one. Maybe obviously things can change because obviously that's literally like 50 weeks away. So, 50 weeks away when I probably be starting my Christmas, or that's probably when I know, like about 50 weeks from now, I'll probably be starting my 2022 Christmas tournament, somewhere around then. If I do it, which I probably will be, but things might change because that's literally like 11.5 months from now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so on board. If it's up to the like button, subscribe if you want to tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, those best friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 7 of this Madden 22 Playing Out series. See you in episode number 7. And eat a lot of bacon and go Buccaneers. So there's the final look at my Christmas tournament bracket. As you just saw the game, the Super Bowl of my 2021 Christmas tournament, where the Buccaneers beat the Bills 48-37. So you can see that's a fall tournament bracket. Buccaneers beat the Rams, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and then the Bills. So you can see right there. And then the Bills end up winning, well, against the Colts, the Bengals, the Patriots, but lost to Buccaneers and Tom Brady. There's the final look at my tournament bracket. Hopefully it's clear. Sorry about the blurriness sometimes. Sorry about that. I almost fell right there. Heck of a 2021 Christmas tournament for me. Yeah, thanks for watching all the videos I filmed, the 5 games I filmed here in my 2021 Christmas tournament bracket. Or thanks for watching all the 5 games I filmed in my 2021 Christmas tournament. And there's probably going to be one in 2022. Which, Happy New Year, by the way. There most likely be, or there probably will be one, but it's still a long way away. But thanks for watching my 2021 Christmas tournament, as the Buccaneers win it all here in my 2021 Christmas tournament. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Go Buccaneers.